Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, today will be a get to know me slash why did I move to Germany tag. And I've been just getting a lot of comments about like, why are you in Germany? Like, why did you pick Germany? And so I thought I could just like combine that video of like why I moved to Germany with also a get to know me tag. So I have my handy dandy little notebook here and I'm going to try to answer some of the questions that I saw in the comments and also just a few extra questions about myself and where I come from. By the way, I just made these questions up myself. I know there's like a real tag online with like actual questions, but I thought they were kind of boring, so I'm just gonna do my own questions. So the first question that I have here is, how old am I? I am 24 years old. How tall am I? I am 5'4". I do not know what that is in centimeters. I'm sorry, I don't know centimeters. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 siblings, 2 sisters. I am the middle child, so I have a little sister. She's gonna kill me if I get this wrong. She is 16 years old, and I have an older sister, and she is, I believe, 26, but I'm not 100% sure on that, actually. Next question is, where am I from? I am originally from New York, as I've said in my previous videos. My background is Jamaican. Just a little side story. Both my parents are from Jamaica. My older sister, she was also born in Jamaica. I was born in New York, and I believe like after 3 months, my mom took me back to Jamaica because the whole family was living there, and so I grew up in Jamaica for about the first 7 years of my life, and then we all officially moved back to New York. And then my little sister was born, and that's how I ended up back in New York. What made me move to Germany? So this is kind of the main question that I've been getting in the comments, and I'm gonna try to be as informative and detailed as I possibly can be. So the reason that I moved to Germany was, I think this was maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I think it was 6 years ago that I did a student exchange in Austria. And the reason why I chose Austria when I was in my undergraduate was Austria because everyone was going to like Ireland or going to Spain or England for their study abroad, and I basically wanted to do something off the beaten path, and my school offered this trip to Austria, and back then I was just a very ignorant person. I didn't even know where Austria was. Obviously I googled it before I went, but initially I was like, oh, Austria, like what is that? And so I did a 6-month study abroad to Austria, and I freaking loved it. I lived in this like little town. It was called Steyr. I was living in like a romance novel, and I just had so much fun, and I met so many great people. And I also am kind of like a romance novel buff. I love reading romance novels, and so when I went abroad, I was like having like mini romance novel stories or storylines like every other weekend. And I was traveling so much, and I went to so many places, so many countries, did so much stuff. I freaking loved it. And after I left, after my 6 months, I was like, what am I doing in America? Like, what is my purpose here? I want experience, I want adventure, I want love, I want like fun, you know? And so I had, I think 2 more years. Yeah, I had 2 more years left of undergraduate. So I waited 6 months. I worked my ass off. I had 2 jobs, didn't have any friends because I had my friends, but I was not meeting up with my friends at all because I had to save up money to go abroad again. And so my school also had another program to go to Germany. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick Germany this time because I want to stick with the German. I already started learning German a bit, not really because I was partying a bit too hard in Austria. And so if I go to Germany, I can kind of stick with the whole German vibe. And so I went to Germany 6 months later, and I freaking loved it. And I mean, this trip was also very perfect for me because I had 2 scholarships, one from my university that I applied for, one that I applied for from the whole SUNY. And I got this scholarship out of like everyone who applied in all of SUNY, I got this scholarship to go abroad. And also I applied for another scholarship for the state that I was going to study abroad in Germany. And so that's how I ended up in Germany for my 2nd study abroad. When I left Germany to finish my last year of college, I decided officially that I wanted to move abroad after I finished my undergraduate degree. And that's basically what I did. Before I even finished my undergraduate degree, So I kind of met my ex-boyfriend who's German. So I also met him during that time period. So it was kind of like perfect. So I had a boyfriend now in Germany. I was applying for this English teaching abroad job in Germany, which I got. So I had a job to go officially live in Germany, and they would sponsor my visa. And everything was like kind of perfect. So literally I graduated, and then 3 days later I flew to Germany and called it a day, and I've been here ever since. Obviously now it's been quite a long time, like over 3 years. I don't think I will stay, only because, you know, a few things have changed. I don't have that boyfriend anymore. But Germany has been good to me. It has started this whole career for me, like living abroad and being able to travel. So I really respect Germany for that. But I think in a few months or in a year or so, it's time for me to move on. That's basically why I moved to Germany. It wasn't random. So the next question is, why did I start YouTube? So the reason why I started YouTube was because being abroad, it's fun with all the traveling and stuff like that, but most of the time, especially now since I'm single and I don't have like my ex-boyfriend's family or him to see on the weekend, I'm kind of like really lonely and I don't have much to do. And I already started a blog before I even started YouTube about my traveling and some tips and hotels and blah 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 of what people can do to travel. So that's basically why I took the leap to actually finally make a YouTube. I was always scared because I'm like, oh my god, like this is video and like you have to talk to basically a camera. Like basically I wanted to help other women, especially solo traveling women, to either take a leap to move abroad or take a leap to travel. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, I did this when I was 21. That's when I left home and just like flew to Germany. And so basically that's why I created this YouTube, kind of to show you guys how I'm living, how I'm doing it here, and that you can also do it. Where do you plan to move after Germany? Right now I am really torn between the UK and Berlin, because I am planning to move. I don't think I will stay in Germany, partly because I think I want a new experience. It was fun doing this, but now I have the means to be able to move my job elsewhere, wherever basically I want. I'm thinking about either Berlin or the UK, and then in the back of my mind is like Australia, but it's like, that's far away. Like, that's really far away. If you guys have any recommendations of a really cool place that's exciting, it's good for young people, yeah, just let me know. So guys, that was the end of the get to know me video. I hope that answered some of your questions, and if not, just please put them down in the comments and I'll try to answer it. I hope you guys will subscribe and like the video, and hopefully we can see